Welcome back to Train Sim World NEC New York for the second part of my first impressions. In this video we're going to take a scenario out. In fact, I think I'm going to do this one, City Lights. I was going to do City Sprinter, but it's rather short. Actually, is it short? It is rather short, so I feel like doing this one, going into New York Penn Central or whatever it is, Penn Station. I think I'm thinking of doing that. That's an incredibly short one, right round. So yeah, I'm thinking of doing City Lights. So City Lights is the one I'm going to do. So let's go. So this is the second part of my first impressions videos. Like I said, I'm going to see what we have, and first thing that has been answered, thank you very much, is the reason why the flag is backwards. So that was answered. It's about motion and how the flag would be displayed in motion, so on and so forth. So as you can see, actually, on one side, on that side it's backwards, and the other side it's not. There's no noise again. There's no voice. What is this? Welcome to New Rochelle. Today you'll be running a southbound service into the terminus at New York Penn. There you go. You can see that is the right way. Head over to track 4. Okay, to track 4 we go. This is New Rochelle. Standard rule of conduct. Ooh. Don't run. The next train will be along soon. Hey, look. I'm running. I'm running, and there ain't anything you can do about it. Platform 4? Excuse me? It says platform 4. Sit in the engineer's seat of the lead locomotive. So you can see backwards on that side, but on the other side it is the right way around. There you go. So great. Right, this is my train for today. So let's yes, I know. Oh, I could just get... Yeah, I keep forgetting I can just do this. There's my train. There's the screenshot. Nice and quick before we do anything else. Right. I assume the train's ready to go if it's telling me that I can do this. That's forward. Come on. There you go. Right, let's see what I've got to do in this. Unlock the doors. You never told me how to do that, so I'm going to have to work this out for myself. Front headlights, horn, cab light. Right. You didn't tell me how to unlock the doors in the... What's that? No. See, this is the issue. In the tutorial, you never told me how to unlock the doors. Where is the door unlock button? I don't know. Does anybody know? Door unlock. Door unlock. Does anyone know what the door unlock key is? I suppose it's that, so I'll just do that. I want to unlock the left-hand side doors. Where is the door unlock button? Does it not? Maybe it doesn't have a door unlock button. Maybe that's what it is. Let's put the cab heater on, which I can't. Okay. That's fine. I'm just going to leave that on. Console light on only. Actually, I don't need any lights. Cab lights. Oh, that's bright. Don't need it. Don't need it. MCB, I don't know. I'm not going to touch that. Lock doors. There you go. Front headlights are on bright. Ditch lights are on. So if we now look outside, we have ditch lights. Fantastic. That can be released. And we can add in some power. I assume. There we go. That's not a lot of power going in. What's happened? There we go, now I'm getting power. Hey, why can we only take this? That's odd. Again, it's ridiculously quiet. Alright, let's just crank up the power. Alright, so it looks like we've just got to do the 15-mile journey in. Okay. I think when we do this, it'll just hold the speed, I think. I'm looking for this 45 marker. I didn't see a 45 marker. Could I get rid of some of this? Ooh, look, frames. Great. Not that though. You can just hear it just a little bit now. It's a decent screenshot, isn't it? Do we have other views? We have this view, we have this view. We have that view. It's sort of quite a decent view. Just pop along to this place. That's alright. It's really quiet. Oop, don't do that. Like, really, really quiet. I'm not sure. What? Oh, shut that bell off. Oh, that's better. Let's open both windows. At least we can hear it a little bit more. And bring that back down to 0. So the run, this service is a very basic service. Again, let's have a look outside. I think a lot of the time we could probably spend outside. That's the interstate, I assume. Or some highway of sorts. But yes, you can see the way the flags are now on both ends. So that makes perfect sense to me now. Naturally wouldn't make sense to me beforehand because that's not how we do it in Britain, so it's very different. I was going to say there's another one, isn't it? I missed it. It's not easy to have a look around. It does lag just a little bit. Just a little. Go to maximum power. Although I need to not be in maximum power now, because there is a speed limit coming up. How do I get down fast enough for the speed limit? I didn't even see the speed limit. Oh, there is an acknowledgement button. Oh, look at this. And the slowing down on this is... This is abysmally slow. Wow, that is really slow. I can't tell you how slow that actually is. I'm going to get back on the brakes again. Maybe I need to use these brakes. Oh yeah, maybe I shouldn't be using these brakes, but instead I should be using this brake. Alright. Well, oh, tree. Interesting. So this is New York, or going in towards New York. I'm not exactly sure where we are. But you can see that these are some of the suburbs. See some typical New York housing. Which is pretty good. Pretty nice. Pretty very New Yorky. The railways look old. Especially the overhead, some of the overhead gantries, they look very old. As for the roads look all right. It doesn't look too bad. It does look not New Yorky. It does look New Yorky. I'm going to stay at this speed. So we're going to be coming back down to this speed. So I'm going to sort of stay at this speed. It's got the old Pennsylvania Railroad style signals, which I suppose would make sense given that this was, I suppose, was this on the Pennsylvania Railroad? This would be New York Central. If this was to be, or whenever this was built, I'm assuming it could have been the New York Central. It's got the weird glitch still. They haven't fixed that. It was on the Great Western. It's not been fixed for this. That's poor. It's very poor. The detailing on the train is fantastic. Really great detailing on the train. Top class there. Definitely top class. Great normal maps. The one thing that this has in abundance is graphical fidelity. That it has. So for that, they can be proud. Sounds wise, again, too quiet. The sounds are there, but they're too quiet. Look at this. Look at my braking, and look how slow that is. So that combined brake handle doesn't really work. Look at that. I'm in maximum braking right there. And that just about got me down to where I needed to be. Just. I think I might have got that. It's quite laggy in places. Right, so that's the main routes into New York. I'm assuming that's going over the bridge. So now we're going to be going on to Manhattan Island. Is that what it's called? I think it's called Manhattan Island. I think. Should we take a look back from inside and see what we can see? So these are all the main interstates and highways in. It's a freight train on the side, so we can take that as well on some of the missions. So there is that. So that's not too bad. Just get a little bit more power in, just a little. That will do nicely. I find it funny that the speed limits keep changing quite dramatically. So it shows this 41 and then suddenly it shows a different one, then it goes back to this 41, then suddenly it shows a different one. Or am I just imagining things? Maybe I'm just imagining things. It is late at night when I'm recording this. I don't normally record this late at night. I'm normally doing other work at this point in time, but you know. So that's the main road, or the main roads out that way. Now, am I to assume that, yeah, those are elevated roads. Am I to assume yes, there is other roads, or there are other roads right there. So this is sort of in a ditch, although on that side it's not. So this is not so much in a ditch as that is elevated. Although, is that the Hudson Bay? No, that would be coming in from the other side. Right, time to get these brakes on. Now we are elevated. I assume this is because we are going to be crossing into Manhattan Island. I assume. Oh, look, there's some... that's nicely done. That's a very nice setup. Interesting setup. Look, there's railways underneath as well as on top. Now, yes, we are crossing in or onto Manhattan Island, it seems. I like this style. It's nice. So I'm assuming we should be crossing the Hudson River. I'll be honest, I don't know too much about Manhattan. Most of my knowledge comes from Spider-Man. That's about it. That tells you a lot about me. That, and if I've ever flown into Manhattan. So we just passed through a 40. Now I don't know where it went up to 60 and now it's come back down to 50. Those are baseball. That's baseball, isn't it? Baseball fields. I think so. Practice fields? I'm not too sure. I think it doesn't look like baseball to me. The shape of it anyway. But what do I know? Right, so we are certainly really elevated at the moment. Look how high up we are. So that tells me that I am going to be going across bridges. In fact, that's the bridge. That's the bridge I'm going across right now. But then, hold on a second. So which way am I going? Obviously I'm climbing, I'm going to go across there, but then I've got to go that way again. So, where is Manhattan Island? And why does that bridge look like it just disappears? That's worrying. That's really, really worrying. Is that the Queensboro Bridge? No, I don't think so. I'm just thinking, trying to work out where we are. I know that bridge. I've seen that bridge before. I'm just trying to work out what the name of the bridge is. It's almost like it's on the tip of my tongue. And they do look like Pennsylvania Railroad style signals. And I like that. We've got a 55. What happened? Where did the 55... Where did the 6... What? Why is the speed limit jumping up and down? It's not supposed to do that. The speed limit is not supposed to do that. That is a bug that hasn't been fixed. And this is where I get annoyed with Flight Sim World. It's not Flight Sim World, sorry, Train Sim World. Is the issues of that. How could you not check that and think, oh well, that's gone wrong, hasn't it? What bridge would that be? I think we're coming in from the top of New York or Manhattan, aren't we? So we are going over the Hudson River, I think. Or we did go over the Hudson River. But I haven't got the faintest idea what that bridge is. Right, let's bring ourselves down to 55 miles per hour. So if anyone knows, anyone's from that or from the area, I do apologise for not really knowing your bridges. I'm not. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm not even sure where like New Rochelle is. Oh look, we're coming down to a 50 now. Come on, slow it down. We've got a caution. And then a clear. Wait, it says 50. How? What happened to the 50? I'm either losing my mind, or no, I'm losing my mind. No, they're all right. We're in a 50 now. That's fine. So I'm just trying to work out where would we be? I genuinely don't know. Would we have crossed over? I think maybe we crossed over into Queens. Maybe. Perhaps. Slow down a little bit here. We are picking up speed. We do have a clear signal for us. And now that signal has just been going green to I don't know what's going on. Where did the 60 limit go? What? Oh, yeah, suddenly we're in a 60 limit. Why is this not done right? That's my thoughts on it. And I'm just thinking, if these are the Pennsylvania Railroad signals or types of them, it would make sense because you have the Penn Central, which was a merger between the Pennsylvania Railroad and New York Central Railroads. So that it would make sense to have signals that look like that in this area. But that's me trying to apply logic to it. It might not be the right thing to do. Maybe we didn't go. I don't know where we've gone. I'm just following this along now. Oh, actually, I know what that bridge was. If we did go in towards Queens, or somewhere around that, I'm just thinking, if we did head towards Queens, then would that bridge not be the Kennedy Bridge? Is it the Robert Kennedy Bridge? But was it that? I don't actually know. Right, we've got an amber signal ahead of us, a caution signal, that I can't actually see. Where is this signal? I missed a signal. Did anybody see that signal? There we go. Switch that cab light on. I am now in full braking. That's full reverse on the... Wow. Oh, that's terrible. There we go. That will do nicely for me. And if you're wondering why I'm braking still, I simply don't know what's going to happen. Wow, this is... Actually, that's nice. That does look nice. That could be the screenshot, I think. So I'm just leaving myself in the brakes. And I don't know where this New York Penn Station is, so I can't even tell you whether we really did go towards... Have we headed towards Queens? Have we headed... on that, did we pass that Kennedy Bridge, or I don't know. Did we didn't go to Manhattan, did we? I don't think we went to Manhattan because otherwise we would have seen... I don't even know. I know that we went past and alongside some motorways or some interstates, as it were. I don't know what those interstates were. Now we've got a green signal, but we've still got a 1 mile to a 15 mile per hour limit and a train that doesn't slow down. Is this how it's supposed to be? Does anybody know? Do these brakes just not work on this train? Is it all these brakes? If anybody knows that, appreciated. Would definitely be appreciated. Looks like I'm going uphill now. Switch that on. Do I get a view inside the tunnel of this train? Yeah, I sort of do. That's crazy. That's another crazy view. Let's go back into that. Yeah, I think I am going uphill because I'm not picking up any speed at this point in time. But, alright, so I didn't have to stop anywhere, but I did have to take a run. Maybe I don't know where I am. I have no idea where I am. I went that way, and then... so I went to the left, then I had to go to the right. That should slow the train down naturally. 22 miles per hour, 21 miles per hour, yep. I'm not actually hitting the brakes here, which is fine. This alerter that doesn't work, the one I'm clicking right now. So 15 mile an hour limit coming up, and we're only 900 yards from our destination. We are actually somewhat early. I don't think it's going to take us 3 minutes to get these 900 yards done. Or perhaps it will, given we're slowing down quite significantly. 18 miles per hour. 17 miles per hour. I'll hit the brakes ever so slightly now. 16 miles per hour. And we should get it down to 15. There we go. We are now at 15 miles per hour. And now 14, so we need to give it a bit more power to enter New York Penn Central Station, or Penn Station, whatever it is. We're switching track? Yes, we are. Is everything underground here? It's a bit dull, wouldn't you say? Everything's underground. Nobody gets to see the trains if every single train is underground. But then again, I suppose some stations are underground. For example, over here, London Victoria, underground. Now that's actually a full National Rail station. Alright, now here comes the tricky part. The tricky part is stopping this train within the designated area. And look at that. It is not happy to stop. I'm just going to keep creeping up. Is it 6 for that? Is it F6? I can't remember. Uh-oh. Which button gets rid of that? Nope. Nope, 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 nope. I suppose I could switch off those console lights now. So where... Ah, that's the red signal. I see the red signal right there. So that's where I assume we're meant to stop. Again, just assuming. better actually make sure that I am braking, because knowing my luck, this will not stop. No, it's not going to stop. 15 yards. You know what? Just do it. Yeah, it's that. It looks like I've got to use that. Unlock doors. Oh, it's really laggy in here. Really laggy. I'll take that as another screenshot. I can see the frame problems here. Which is odd, but I assume that's because of the crazy amount of lights that we have. I should probably dim those. Oh, they are dimmed. Objective complete. Set the reverser into neutral. I can do that. How do I do that again? Not that. I want to put that into neutral 2. There we go. Neutral is... Nope, not there. There. Climb down from the train to complete this duty. Okay. Well, before I do that, I want to have a quick look. Can I go through all of this? Oh, that's it. Oh, yes. It's another cab. I can't. I wanted to go... Can I come out this door? I can. I wanted to hop on board one of these and see what it's like. There we go. Let's have a quick look at what it's like. Hello. Hello. Yes, hello. Hello. This is an interesting setup on these. Hello. Yes, hello. Hope you had a lovely trip. Okay. Northeast Regional. Lovely. Objective complete. With non-working escalators. Right. Miles driven. 19.6 miles. Got it through. Got to the place. We were due at 17-14 hours. We got there at 17-14 hours. So we managed to get that right. Okay. Well, fine. That's the end of that mission, it seems. So it is. Okay. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch, thumbs up, follow. And I suppose you could comment as well. I would really appreciate all of that. If you've picked up this DLC, let me know what you think of it. So far, I am disappointed with, again, the crazy flickering of the speeds, which I think is very incorrect. The speeds don't go up and down in that dramatic fashion on any railroad. They wouldn't just go up and down. But more so, I know it's an error because they seem to be jumping up and down and giving me incorrect distances the whole time. And then not warning me of some, so that's how I know there is definitely something wrong with it. Aside from that, noise obviously still quiet, and that graphical glitch of the bogies sort of displaying out to infinity and beyond whilst we're driving at a certain speed. That's annoying. Graphically, it looks lovely, and I will be doing a couple more missions on this, maybe one or two, before giving you my final thoughts on this NEC New York DLC for Train Sim World. Last but not least, do support me on Patreon. Link to that is in the description box below. I would massively, massively appreciate your support. It would help me out a massive amount. So if you could do that, yeah, I would be very, very grateful. Thank you very much for watching once again, and I will see you guys next time in Train Sim World, NEC New York.